Hey guys, we're doing something a little bit different this week. A quick review on the Mazda CX-5 Signature. This thing has more badges than I've seen on any other car before. But I came down with the cold this week, and so my time in the car has been very, very low. I've been taking it pretty easy, and I haven't been able to speak. As you guys can hear, my voice is a little bit weird. So we're doing a quick review, saddled up the kids, the two older ones anyways, and we're going on a ride in this highly competitive segment vehicle, the CX-5 compact crossover. Let's go. All right, starting with the looks. The CX-5, in my opinion, looks great. Compared to its biggest rivals, let's say the RAV4 as well as the CR-V, I think this CX-5 looks better than them by far. Okay, lady, you don't have a stop sign. That's, you got, oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, I'm not gonna follow that person for obvious reasons. The headlights have a very unique daytime running light design. You have a circle around the full LED headlights, but you also kind of have a parallel running dual line that goes in front and beside of the single beam headlight. It's a really cool looking design. Now the grille is pretty interesting, as the grille is made up of a bunch of little, looks like Mercedes emblems. That's all I can say. It's a Mercedes logo without the circle, but it's upside down. And I think it looks really cool. It gives it a more premium feel and look to the front end of this vehicle. Now, as you come around to the side, the 19-inch wheels on the Signature look really good. And I just love how the vehicle, especially in the back and the window trim, looks real good. It's not overdone. It's sharp. It's fairly aggressive. The only thing that I don't like about the exterior design of the CX-5 is the taillights. It doesn't mean that I don't like them. I just feel like they're not up to the rest of the design, especially when you look at the Mazda 3, the redesigned Mazda 3, as well as the Mazda CX-30. Both of those, in my opinion, have much more sleek, more sophisticated, more futuristic taillights, where the ones on here definitely feel a little long in the tooth, where the rest of the vehicle still looks really, really good. Okay, I gotta go because, oh gosh. All right, getting onto the brakes here, pretty hard now. Remember, I got kids in the back, so I don't want to be too hard on this vehicle or on them. Brake feels excellent, which doesn't come as a surprise because the MX-5's brakes are great, at least the feel I'm talking about. The brakes are good as well. The Mazda 3 and the Mazda 6 brake feelings are all excellent and absolutely perfect in this vehicle. Very linear, gives lots of feedback, and it just bites harder as you progress in the pedal. Now, Mazda is very well known for having nice interiors, having that more premium feel. This is not my first choice for interior color. This brown color is really ugly. At first I thought it was like faded black because colors fade here a little bit faster in Florida. I know this vehicle's brand new, but I'm like, man, I just think it looks ugly. So I would be getting a much lighter interior on this specific vehicle. Now the dash up here is kind of similar to the Mazda 3. Soft touch for sure. The vents, I feel like, are a little too low for me, and I have the seat all the way down. I'm 6'1". I do have a lot of headroom, but I just feel like the vents are in a weird spot. Now the screen has been upgraded recently, this 10-inch screen, and the resolution's great. You're still stuck with using the rotary dial, which I've gotten used to, but it's still unfortunate that Mazda can't give us the option of having both a touchscreen and a rotary dial. So now the Signature is absolutely loaded. 360 camera, heads-up display, and I love Mazda's heads-up displays. You can see the blind spot monitor working on the heads-up display. I love that. I don't have to look in my mirrors all the time just to see if someone's in my blind spot. You should do it anyways, but yeah, it's nice to have it up there. You have 4 USBs in this vehicle. You have 2 up front and 2 in the rear in the armrest. But if you have five people in this vehicle, someone in that middle seat in the back, you're not going to be able to use those rear USBs in the armrest. And by the way, you have heated rear seats in the back in the Signature. The outboard seats, that's incredible. You don't even see that like on a Lexus NX and Lexus RX. They're really hard to find on those vehicles. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. I mean, all the safety features. This thing's absolutely loaded. The only thing lacking maybe would be like a panoramic sunroof. The sunroof in here is great. It allows me to hook up my cameras, but yeah, no pano sunroof is not a game or a deal breaker for a lot of people, but I guess if they want to take that next step into that more premium luxury market, that would be a good place to start. Now, one thing about the back seat is I sat in the back seat just for a little bit earlier. Seats aren't, bro, get in your car, bro. A little Yaris or Scion IA, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as the Mazda 2 rebadged Yaris. Anyways, seats in the back of this vehicle, they're great for the kids. I sat behind my own seat and my knees were into the back of this seat, but it wasn't uncomfortable because the back of this seat is leather and it's soft. So I could actually sit back there for a while and enjoy it, but you can't recline the rear seats very much. So Mazda, make sure in the next iteration, you make those seats reclinable. Give us a lever so we can recline those seats a little bit further than where they sit now. And last thing about those rear seats is that you actually have 3 levers to fold them down. So it's a 40-20-40 split seat system. And there's a lever inside on the left hand side lever that only controls the 20 portion right in the middle. So I've never seen that in a vehicle, that little middle lever to fold down just the middle partition of the seats. I love it. Ooh, that's a nice, is that the new Iridium color for Lexus? I think so. But the engine and the transmission, I've tested it on so many vehicles, the Mazda 6, both Mazda 3 Turbo, the sedan as well as the hatch, and I'm just gonna punch it. And this engine is all about torque, baby. I love the feeling that it gives you when you pass people, that instant response. And the transmission, I would give it a little bit better than average. I like how it shifts. If you guys want to see my impressions more on the 250 horsepower, 320 pound-feet of torque when you put 93 octane in here, if you want to feel my impressions on a little bit more, definitely check out my review on the Mazda 3 hatch turbo as well as the Mazda 3 sedan turbo. Now, another place Mazda kind of sets itself apart against its competition, other than a really powerful engine and really good brakes, is the handling and the steering feel. I just took it around a turn. We don't have a lot of winding, beautiful roads. We have beautiful roads in Florida, but not winding, curvy roads where I can really test the suspension and how it handles. But it almost feels like an MX-5 just lifted, and that is a really good thing in an SUV. So it has kind of this unique persona in the market where you have really good handling, really good performance, and just overall interaction with the vehicle, and luxury-like features and amenities. So this vehicle is about 39 grand. So you're getting luxury performance, in my opinion. But in terms of sportiness, this thing outclasses the Lexus NX, or man, I feel like it's even close to the Acura RDX in terms of sportiness. Transmission isn't as good as the RDX's, but the engine I feel like is as good. It's just a little bit different. It's possible that the steering feel could be even better in this than, let's say, like an Acura RDX. Oh, my back's getting a little sweaty. Time for ventilated seats. Ooh. Speaking of the ventilated seats, oftentimes I can't feel my butt getting cooled. You can feel your butt getting cooled in these ventilated seats, so nice job, Mazda. All right, a couple more things I wanted to address about the interior. The seats. The seats are not that comfortable. I feel like I'm sitting on top of them. I don't sink into them at all. I'm not a light guy. I probably weigh close to, I don't know, 190 pounds. So the fact that I just sit on top of them and there's not really much bolstering support at all, I think Mazda has a lot to improve here for seat comfort. The sound system, it's Bose. It's okay, it's not phenomenal, but one of the things I liked about it is that when I was getting in the back, you have pretty good storage in here. I'll put what the cubic feet are down below. And yes, there's a spare tire in here, thank heavens. That's a great place for a semi to be off the road, is on an on-ramp. No, it's a terrible place. It's a terrible place to be semi. Back to that Bose speaker. Inside of the spare tire is the Bose subwoofer. I just love that unique packaging. I've never seen a subwoofer tucked inside of a spare tire before. That's pretty cool. Love that torque. I didn't even need to downshift. I just pressed on the pedal gently, past that Avalone, left it in the dust, and this thing just purrs along. Now, how is the road noise right now? Well, you hear a little bit from the tires, but actually the insulation from the wind. Let me turn off my ventilated seat because those can be pretty loud. Yeah, there's not much wind noise coming in at 70, 72 miles an hour. I would say it's less than the Honda Odyssey that I drove last week, and that's supposed to have, at least that version I was driving, that had acoustic glass on all the windows. So let's use that torque. Man, it just effortlessly accelerates on the freeway. And guys, I'm telling you, it's a quiet experience. Like I said, a little bit of road noise from the tires, but overall, very smooth, very enjoyable experience. I could take this on a long trip. Really, the only thing holding me back from taking this on a long trip, if I were a consumer, I just don't think the seats are that comfortable. All right, we're gonna get off the down ramp and hit the brakes pretty hard again. I just love getting into these brakes. The brake feeling is just so good. It's almost euphoric. To me, that's one of the best things about this car. Just the brakes are so good. Man, I really have something for a good brake feel. You guys know? You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, there's no one in this lane, so I'm just gonna pick this one, even though you'll be able to turn from that lane on red. I know, but hit the brakes, just ease into them. Oh yeah. Oh, Mazda, your brakes. Love your brakes so much. All right, we found a great place to get some B-roll for the video. I'm sure you guys have already seen it. I've already sprinkled it in. It's time to summarize this vehicle and give it my final thoughts. The CX-5 is Mazda's best-selling vehicle, and that's important because it's also in the most competitive segment of the market, the compact crossover. And I think Mazda is one of the best looking. It's definitely one of the best handling. It's kind of bordering luxury. It needs to get a little bit more comfortable. You guys already heard at this point, but in terms of powertrains, handling, brakes, looks, and amenities, technology in here, it's really close to a luxury vehicle, really close. And for $39K, I can see a lot of people going this route, a fully loaded Signature, a Mazda CX-5 over some scantily clad or lower optioned Lexus, Acura, Genesis nowadays. Like, this thing is so close to being a straight up competitor to the luxury makes out there. It's scary, and it comes in at a lower price than a lot of its more premium competition while offering things that a lot of them don't. So this vehicle is going to continue to sell well for Mazda. I can't wait to see what they do with the next CX-5. What they're gonna, if it's gonna stay front wheel drive, no one really knows. It could be rear wheel drive inline six, but yeah. You had to start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Is it still playing?
Yeah.
Okay, Moana's still playing, so that's all that matters. Hopefully I covered all the things that you guys were asking about for this car review. If not, I'll see you in the comments below. If you made this far in the video, smash the like button. If you enjoy Japanese and Korean car news as well as auto reviews, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.